I was a missile maintenance technician on a missile you probably never heard of, the North American GAM 77 Hound Dog.
Never heard of it, but that didn't mean anything. I was not a missile guy.
Okay, well,
I was in the Navy. I'm a corpsman, so we don't really focus on that type of stuff.
okay, well, that works. It came out in 1960, and I think the last one was retired in about 74. You might think of it as a early cruise missile, but unlike some of the early missiles, the unmanned missiles like Matador and Bomark, uh, which just were unmanned bomber, they would take off from where they were going and go to the place and bomb. The Hound Dog had a special feature that sounds ridiculous today, but it was a big deal back then. They called it Hound Dog because it could do a dog leg. Instead of going directly from where the bomber launched it to the target, it could do a feint to draw off Soviet aircraft or anti-aircraft missiles, and then it would turn and supersonically go to the target and take it out with a nuke.
Gotcha. Yeah, totally different than today's weapons, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
And
yet
like,
it was
like a wooden toy against the current.
Yeah, and yet it was amazingly accurate. It hung from a B-52, one under each wing. It was big, 43 feet long, supersonic.
Wow. How much did it weigh?
Let me look at my notes here. I think I
just didn't know how many people had to move.
13,800 pounds.
Wow, that you didn't want to drop that on your foot.
Oh no, that thing was very, very difficult to handle.
Yeah, I mean that tells you how big the planes had to be to carry those things.
Yes, indeed. And in fact, if you look at a B-52 today, under the wings between the inboard engines and the fuselage, you can still see the attach points where the Hound Dog went. They use that now for bombs.
Wow.
That's what they did in Vietnam, too.
Wow.
If you have any questions, I'm willing to answer. But
no, I just didn't. I mean, because you did a lot of the aircraft stuff and you did the missile. I mean, you were in 4 years during the war, right? 62 to, it was Vietnam, right?
Yeah, I wasn't going very strong yet.
Right.
Now, I was part of a contingency group that was sent to Guam in 65, which was kind of interesting. You've heard of the ArcLight bombing series?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was well earlier than that. It was sort of a practice. And so we had 2 full additional wings of B-52s descend on the guys at Anderson Air Force Base. And it was pretty wild because they had no room for us. But it worked out well, and everybody got their practice in, and we were well set up when the ArcLight was authorized. Yeah, I was in aerospace for 34 years, so I have my finger on that kind of technology all during those years you're talking about.
So you went to school, and then I assumed you got on. So where did you get hired on after high school?